Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Now recently I've been bidding in some online auctions for coins, and so without any further ado I'll just show you all the coins I bought from auction, or sort of won from auction, and bought as well over the last week. Let's have a look at all the coins I've been buying recently. There's lots of coins to look at today, so let's get straight into it with a sneak peek, and then we'll go through from worst to the best. Whoa, good sneak peek there. As you've seen, lots of coins indeed, beginning with the worst in my opinion, which is, as always, if you watch these videos regularly, silver 3 princes. As we know, I buy one or two of these every week at the antique shop, just because they are silver and therefore a decent price. So let's have a quick look at the dates I got this week. And these ones were not from auction, these were from the antique shop as usual. As you can see here, this one is actually hold, double there, probably in part of a jewellery piece at some time, probably a necklace. This was or is a 1918 3p, and the other one is a 1919 3p. So two early 1900s George V silver 3p. Let's add them in to the silver box. So here it is, as we know, to the left there 50% silver, and then to the right sterling silver, like these ones, so let's add them in. Very nice indeed. And now on to the more, well actually, there's one more silver, sort of scrap silver coin, and then we'll move on to the numismatic pieces. So let's do the other scrap coin, and then move on to the numismatic pieces. The other scrap coin was actually also from the antique shop and cost me £22, although I got a deal and paid just £20, so £20 note for this coin, which is an old George III crown. Now some may say this is not scrap, some may say this is definitely a scrap coin. Now, I just bought it as scrap for £20, like I say, because it is, I personally would say this is quite a scrap coin, not to be melted down, but not really at all bought to be collected. The edge inscription is very, very faintly visible. The portrait is just more of a silhouette with a little bit of legend to the top, and then the reverse there is really, really worn. All around the edge you can see they're just purely worn, with only the design showing in the centre part there. This is a very worn coin, as I say. I weighed it, it's about 24.5 grams, 25 grams-ish of silver for £20, so it's not a terrible silver deal. And just for what it is, an old Georgian coin, a big crown, over 200 years old this will be, for £20, I couldn't really say no. So I just do like the feel of this. This is just a feeling coin, because it's just a big lump of silver from the Georgian England that is just a good, you don't worry about smudging this or wearing this coin down, because that's already been done, so it's just a good coin to feel. And so what I'll do is, for now, I do have a little secondary doubles side in here. We've got special design Britannias in this side, as you can see, and then this one has some old crowns that are doubles. So for now, and for now, I'll just chuck it in there. With those ones that are just mainly for, they're not part of the collection. If I desperately needed to sell, I could get rid of these ones just because I've got the better ones in my collection. Anyway, enough about silver. Now let's move on to what I've been mentioning, my collection, for which I've added some new coins from auction. So the first auction win was this coin right here, and this is a 1956 farthing. Now as we can see here with a little zoom in, this coin cost me £2.61 plus £1.95 postage, bringing the total to £4.56. So £2.61 was the winning bid that I placed. Very, very good. So what coin is this? Why is it special? Well, this is, first of all, this is the last ever farthing made, ever, as it was stopped being produced in 1956 and then demonetised in 1960. This is also a fairly rare farthing. The mintage is on screen, as we can see there, and it isn't massive compared to others. And of course, most importantly, why was I bidding for this coin? Well, it is the final Elizabeth II coin I need for the farthings, and that will mean only Victorian farthings are needed for the collection after getting this one, which I now have. So, without any further ado, let's add this to my farthing collection. So this is my overflow tray. We've got a little overflow there of silver 3p and an overflow of the farthings from 1941. And there's also my round pounds here. And we can see after I say Victoria, I've got all the dates apart from 1956. That's why I bought this coin. Let me know if it was a good price, and I'll put it in there right now. I think it was a better price all in all, even with postage, than you could do for like a buy it now. So I think, a good auction win in my opinion, filling in that gap. There are a few more farthings, so we may as well do those now before moving onwards. Now a few of these were auction wins and a few of these were buy it nows. And the auctions and the buy it nows I did get from eBay, which I think is a good place to get coins usually, as there's lots of coins going on there for a decent price. So I've got four farthings, there we go. Let's have a little bit of a better look. So this one here, and the mintages for these are all on screen for you so you can see. This one is an 1862, a nice coin overall, a bit of wear to this coin perhaps, but it is, one of the earliest of these coins. as these new farthings, the bronze farthings, were issued first in 1860, of course after the 1860 bronze recoinage. So there's 1862, very nice indeed. We then have this date here, which is 1875, with a little H mint mark there, as that year they're all made at the Houghton Mint in Birmingham. So there's a lovely coin there, there's the mintage again. Bit of a better design there for Britannia, or rather better quality I should say, bit of a higher grade, and then looking to the obverse again, that portrait of the young head Victoria by Leonard Charles Wyon, very nice indeed. So then two more, we have penultimately this one. This is 1869, I believe a bit of a scarcer date, we'll have to see. And these coins for the prices, I know this one cost me £5, I remember that one, a fiver for that coin. And I think these two are about £3 or £4 each, and this one here was actually £5.50, because, and there's the obverse for that one. That's a nice coin, I will say. You can't skip over these, although they're just small farthings. When you zoom into the portrait, they are very, very nice. And especially this one, this is the one that cost me £5.50. Comment below, was that a good deal? Because look at the grade on that. That is a really high quality coin. That's superb quality there. And if we zoom in, we can really see, excuse the shaky hand, but the detail there has remained in the 1880s. Very, very cool. And then looking to the obverse, again, yeah, look at that really high grade portrait of Queen Victoria. Amazing stuff, a great condition coin, and for £5.50, that's pretty good. So all in all, these four farthings is about £16, I'd say 15 or £16, which I think isn't too bad, and made much better by the fact that they are all new coins for the date run. We're getting very, very close indeed now, which is why I was buying so many farthings and bidding on so many farthings, because we're getting very close to finishing the 1860 to 1956 farthing date run of these bronze farthings. So let's add them in to the date run. So here it is, the main tray. I've got all of these sort of later dates, and only need, as we can see here, 8 more farthings to go for the date run. And I've bought 4, so there'll only be 4 more to get after this. So let's add the ones I've got into the date run. We have here this 1875. Very nice coin indeed. And where does it go? It goes right there. Brilliant. We then have that lovely, lovely condition, 1884, which goes over here. A great coin to have. Very nice indeed. We then have this one, 1869, which is up there. Brilliant. And then finally for today we have this one, the 1862, right over here near the start, and in that goes. So there we go, 1863, 1887, 1872, and 1883, the 4 dates remaining for my farthing date run. So that's a brilliant thing to have done, to get so close, and I'm sure I'll soon finish it now because there's not much to go, so we're more likely to buy these coins. The final auction that I won, there was a lot of 9 coins that I won. I'll just show you the little auction thingy here. So I purchased it on the 10th of March 24, and so I bought it for £3.20 with £2.99 postage. And there it is, it's a bundle of 9 Victoria old large copper halfpennies. We'll see them in a minute in real life. And as I say, there's 3 bids. Mine was the winning one for £3.20 with £2.99 postage. So what's that, £6.19? Let's see if it was worth it. Right, here they are. We'll just sort of tip them out. There we are, and that's all for today. So what did we finish off with here for £6.19? Well, I don't have many of these dates. I'm assuming lots of these will be more new dates. I haven't started date running these coins yet because the rule I sort of have with my collection, as all the farthings there, I will do the more modern type first. When I finish that, I can then move on. So when I finish the farthings there, those 4, when I get them, I'll move on to the older copper farthings. But I've bought some copper halfpennies here, so whenever I start to date run them, I will have a good head start. We have here 1853, a bit dirty. I think these are all, I did see. I know they're all a bit dirty and a bit battered, but that was for a good price. So these are all just a few, well, about 70 pence each it works out to, I think. There's the first one. We then have this one, a bit corroded here. What is the date on that? Well, there's the reverse. You know, again, a nice design. They all have the same design of Britannia by William Wyon. And the date on this one, I don't think we're going to get. I mean, comment down below if you can see that date, but I personally think that is the date's just too worn to see on that coin. But that's okay. We then have this one here, quite a darkened one there, a nice dark toning to that one, but a bit of dirt more than toning. And then the date for that one is 1857. 6, is that? Yeah, get it in the light. Oh yeah, very clearly 1856. Very, very nice indeed. And for these coins, I have no idea of the mintages, so they'll be on screen for you, but I don't know, that could be a really rare year, or, you know, really, really common date, I'm not sure. But yeah, the condition of these aren't all great, so if it is a rare year, it won't be anything crazy, but it will be all just nice to have a scatter date, as always. We then have this one. This is 1853, is that? Zooming in again. Yeah, 1853. And that is, whoops, again, Britannia design by William Wyan. We then have this one. This one's very thin, very, very worn, very dirty, but the date is nice and clear here with the young head again, and that is from 1857. So here's another one. This is another same design from, what year is this one? This is from 18... The date of these are always very small, so they're, you know, quite an easy part for it to wear. Now, is that 1855? Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure that's 1855. 3 more to go now. We have this one. There's a nice close-up of this. What date is this going to be? 1854. So there's a good variety of dates here. There's not all just the same, you know, really common date. There's a good variety, which is always nice. And what I hoped for when I bought this, or bidded in this auction. We then have this one. You know, these are not all of them are terribly worn. This is fairly high grade, but it's just quite dirty and corroded. And the date for this one is 1858, so I believe that's another new date. I don't think we've had 1858, so that's good, as I say. And, you know, not a bad condition coin per se, but just quite, well, look, there's just dirt on it rather than wear. But there we go. And then the final one I was sort of saving, because I did see, that looks quite nice. There we go, that one's not too dirty at all. A nice Britannia design to the reverse, and to the obverse, again, that's good, it's not too dirty. The date for this one is that 1853? Yes, it is, and you can even see there, just look, the WW on the Queen's, let me try and hold it steadier, WW on the Queen's neck there for William Wyan, the designer. Very cool. Now, please do comment down below, was £6.19 well spent on this bundle of 9 old halfpennies, or should they have been cheaper? Should they have just been like 20p each because they're all a bit dirty? Let me know in the comments down below, and as always, let me know in the comments down below the best coin of today that I bought, in your opinion. So there we go, some good auction wins in my opinion, some nice filling in of the date run, not many farthings to go now, and some nice other silver coins as well to just sort of, you know, fill in the weekly purchases. So there we go. As always, please do leave a like if you've enjoyed, and subscribe as well if you want to join the channel and community, as we always do more videos every day on coins. So, see you then. Bye for now.